All right, welcome everyone. At this time, I'm calling the Crystal Council meeting to order. Chrissy will do roll call.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor Adams.
Here.
Councilmember Banks.
Here.
Councilmember Budashevsky.
Here.
Councilmember Cummings.
Here.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Here.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Here.
Councilmember Parsons.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, thank you. Next, we have an agenda before us. Looking for a motion on the agenda. Brendan?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
All right. John?
I second that motion, and I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we not going to have the Pledge of Allegiance, or?
Yeah. Let's finish this approval, and then we'll go on to the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you for that.
All right, thank you.
All right. We got a motion and a second on the table. Let's do a roll call vote.
Councilmember Budashevsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you for that. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance
to the
to the
flag
flag
of the United
of
Of the
States
United States of America
and to the
and to
to the
republic
republic
for which it
for
stands,
which it stands,
one nation,
one nation,
un-
under God,
God.
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
I honestly thought maybe something got moved around on the agenda.
Yeah. You know, this thing prints out so much different at home than it does city, and it got tucked underneath the city staff, and I just missed it. Sorry for that. All right. Next on the agenda is presentation and a couple proclamations. First item is in relationship to the Neighbors Recognizing Neighborhoods Award. Since 2017, the City of Crystal has honored those who have made our city a wonderful place to live and work with its Neighbors Recognizing Neighbors Recognition Awards program. Each spring, the city seeks to nominate from residents who want a wonderful neighbor recognized for their kindness and helpfulness. This year, the Parks and Recreation Commission reviewed the nominations and picked out 4 winners for 2021. All 4 winners recently received their Inscription Crystal Awards, and a video presentation has been put together to honor them and their contribution to our community. In this presentation, we will hear from the 2021 winners, Michelle Strand, Lori Carroll, the Jones family, Jacqueline and Mary Martinez, and I think you can find that on our website.
And Matt is going to show it right now, Mayor, if that's okay with you.
Oh, awesome. Excellent. Go ahead, Matt.
2 Crystal residents, 1 family, and 1 couple are being honored as great neighbors in 2021.
I was confused.
Not every day you get recognized by a neighbor. Well, the feeling that knowing that someone nominated me to be the neighbor of the year was kind of strange.
I was shocked. I did not expect it at all. When I got the call from Mike, I was like, what?
They may have been surprised to receive the Neighbors Recognizing Neighbors Award, but their neighbors weren't. As one neighbor wrote when honoring Lori Carroll, she has been a community member for most of her life. Makes soup and chicken salad for our elderly neighbor on the block every week. Every time she sees a neighbor out of town when it's snowing, she goes and shovels snow blows for them. Half of my lawn tools are from her. She definitely goes beyond the neighbor who would lend you a cup of sugar. She's a great neighbor, community member, and friend.
We've been here in Crystal since 1967, and I remember my father always doing something for somebody in the neighborhood. I know that I had more time than my working neighbors, and I had more strength than my elderly neighbors.
One of the Jones family neighbors nominated them because of the entire family's efforts to help remove snow, take garbage cans down, run things between the neighbors, and always be there for any assistance that is needed. The parents truly believe in service and are teaching their boys the same tradition.
Kind of how we were raised. We were raised to help each other out, and being a good neighbor is all a part about it.
Joaquin and Mary Martinez were nominated by a neighbor because they constantly look out for us. Whether it's putting our dog or foster dog back in the backyard after escaping, helping with lawn care, watching over our home when we're on vacation, their genuine kindness has made our neighborhood and Crystal such a welcoming experience.
We've been in this house for 20 years, and never did I want it or was my intention to be recognized. But once that the work is being recognized, it feels good. And so build up the community, whatever you're at.
Michelle Strand was nominated by a neighbor because she has contributed countless volunteer hours. Those hours include time given to the Crystal Fund for Community Progress. She is active in park cleanup and dog park efforts at Bassett Creek Park, served on the Crystal Planning Commission. Michelle also spearheaded efforts for the Cheers to Crystal fundraising event in 2019, which was enjoyed by many. I think she definitely deserves recognition for being a good neighbor to the Crystal community.
If you want a nice community, you have to work on a nice community. And I want to live in a nice community. And so I appreciate the people that are doing things around their neighborhood, and I like to get involved.
For these reasons and more, their neighbors and the City of Crystal honor the 4 recipients with the city's Neighbors Recognizing Neighbors Award.
All right. What a nice piece of work. That was great. Thank you to CCX. All right. Next on the agenda, we have a proclamation, and that's for our Arbor Day celebration. I'll read that proclamation into the record at this time.
Oops. Can you unmute the mayor, please?
You missed all that, huh?
Sorry, Mayor. There we go.
I didn't know I muted. All right. Proclamation for 2021 Arbor Day celebration. I'll read that into the record at this time. Whereas Crystal is a tree city and has been a tree city since 1998. And whereas Crystal Parks and Recreation Commission serves as the Crystal Tree Board. And whereas as Crystal's Tree Board, the Parks and Recreation Commission holds an annual community event to recognize the importance of trees in our community, to provide information to residents on the importance of trees for shade, wildlife, habitat, and erosion protection. And whereas this year, Crystal Arbor Day celebration will be Wednesday, May 5th at 6 p.m. at the Iron Horse Park, which is at 5180 Kentucky Avenue North. It includes park cleanup, information on forestry efforts in Crystal, tree planting at Iron Horse Park. Prior to the event, online appointments will be available to receive a free Arbor Day tree. And whereas the City of Crystal wishes to promote the Parks and Recreation Commission, the Crystal Tree Board, and the Arbor Day celebration. Now therefore, I, Jim Adams, Mayor of Crystal, do hereby proclaim May 5th, 2021 as Arbor Day in the City of Crystal, dated this 20th day of April, 2021. So we will look forward to that on the 5th. All right. Moving right along, our consent agenda. I will read that into the record as well at this time. Approval of the minutes from the following meetings: a City Council meeting on April 6, 2021, the City Council work session on April 6, 2021, and the City Council work session from April 8th, 2021. And then approval of the list of license applications submitted by the City Clerk to the City Council. That list is on file in her office. Approval of a resolution accepting donations of $1,235 from Crystal Fund for Community Progress to the Arbor Day trees. And then approval for the appointments of Perry Bolin to the Blue Line Extension Committee Advisory Committee and Forest Eidbo, I think I pronounced that pretty close, to the Parks and Recreation Commission. And that is our consent agenda. Looking for a motion on that.
I'll make a
Nancy,
motion.
thank
I'll
you.
make a motion to approve the regular agenda
The consent agenda,
or consent agenda. Apologies.
correct. Looking for a second?
I'll
John?
second that. Oh, John second.
That's fine. Go ahead, Olga.
You guys are so polite. Olga, why don't you go ahead?
I'll second that. Sorry.
All right, thank you. All right, let's do a roll call vote.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. Next, we have open forum. Is there anyone here wishing to speak during open forum? Anyone here wishing to speak during open forum? Seeing no one unmute or show themselves, we will skip by open forum for tonight and move on to our regular agenda. First item is is the disbursements of $25,000 or greater. And we have a pretty short list today for that, but I will read that to the record at this time. Our first item is Health Partners, Inc. for April health insurance premiums, $123,177. Min-para for the employee city contributions for pay date April 2nd, 2021 for $63,766. The West Metro Fire Rescue District for April contribution to West Metro Fire, $110,140. And then for Wold Architects and Engineering for the new police building architecture fees, $38,171. Total disbursements of $25,000 or greater is $335,255.14. Any questions from the council on any of those items? Any questions? Seeing no questions, I'll entertain a motion. Brendan?
I make a motion to approve the disbursement over $25,000
All
a day.
right, looking for a second. Therese?
I will second that.
All right, thank you. All right, let's do a roll call vote.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski. Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you for that. Hold on, I buried my working agenda. All right. Second item is going to be our Public Works Director, Mark Gray, to address the council on the contract for the 2021 Utilities Reconstruction Project. Not problem, project. Welcome, Mark.
It's all good, Mayor. It's all the same. Good evening, council members. As we discussed the work session last week, we did open bids in early April. 3 bids were received. You can see them on the screen there. It's 2 different sections of road, Idaho between 30th and Medicine Lake Road, and Louisiana from 36 up to Markwood Drive are this year's project limits. The funding for the project is just over $1.8 million. You will notice this is actually a higher number than you saw last time. Under the New Hope reimbursement, I forgot the 20% fee addition to help cover administrative costs. So that's where that increase in funding came from. So now the difference between the project costs and our funding is actually under $10,000, which is excellent. Again, multiple mailings have been sent to all the properties. CenterPoint Energy has started work in the area. We've done some YouTube videos on the project. We've already had some one-on-one meetings with our residents. And then actually, if you approve the project tomorrow, we have a mailing. We're actually going to hand deliver letters tomorrow with some additional information for residents doing the sanitary sewer project. Again, CenterPoint's already out there working, and they are directly communicating with residents for that. So tonight, the motion before the council is to approve the resolution authorizing the contract for the 2021 utility construction project. And then 6.3 on your agenda, we can handle now. That's a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the agreement with New Hope for their half of the Louisiana Avenue portion of the project. So with that, are there any questions?
From the council. Go ahead, Therese.
Hey, Mark, when is that supposed to start, that project?
So once you approve the contract, we will then have a pre-construction meeting with the contractor. That said, we're anticipating a start in May at this point. But CenterPoint is out there working now, so for our residents' experience, it feels like it's already beginning, but technically, our work has not started yet.
All right. Thank you. Anyone else? All right. Thank you, Mark. Looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
All right. Is that
And
on?
Yeah, let's just clarify on which there's two items before you here.
Let's
Yes.
do them separate since they're listed separate.
Okay. I'll make a motion to adopt the following resolution to award the contract for the 2021 utility reconstruction project.
All right. Thank you. Looking for a second.
So moved.
John, thank you. All right. Let's do roll call vote.
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye.
Mayor Adams,
Aye.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Budashevsky,
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you. Second motion, 6.3. Looking for a motion on that one.
I'll second, or if I can make that motion,
All right. Go ahead.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution to authorizing the joint powers agreement with the city of New Hope for the 2021 Louisiana Avenue North utility reconstruction project.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. Looking for a second.
So moved.
Thank you, John. Let's do roll call vote.
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye.
Mayor Adams,
Aye.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Budashevsky,
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you. Next item is the fiber optic installation for the sanitary sewer lift station. Mark is here to address us on that one too. Thanks, Mark.
All right, good evening again. So as you all know, reliable and redundant communications is important for all of our sanitary sewer lift stations to tell us if they're having issues. So the proposed fiber optic connections is really an extension of what we did in 2020, where we connected the West lift station just down the street from City Hall, as well as the North Shower for the Joint Water Commission. With the proposed build out, cellular connections will then become the backup. So fiber will be primary, cellular will be backup. Right now we have some spotty radio communications is what our backup is. So 2021 locations will be the South Lift Station, which is right on Bass Creek Park, the Welcome Lift Station, which is just down Welcome from 32nd, Veracruz, Colorado Lift, and then on a separate project through the Joint Water Commission, extending fiber to the Medicine Lake Tower. That's not part of this action, but I just want to kind of provide you with that bigger perspective of what all we have going on. So from a location standpoint here, you can see kind of the three right around the intersection of right around Bass Creek Park, basically. On the way to the one, Colorado Lift, which is right by the old Public Works shop. And I never noticed that the fire department training thing kind of looks like a sideways person when you look at it this way. Their little training grounds there. As a trivia fact. The funding for this project comes from the Sanitary Sewer CIP as well as the IT Capital Improvement Fund. So there's $200,000 available The cost estimate we got from Logis is just under $138,000, leaving a balance of a little over $62,000 available. I do want to note one of the things we are doing as part of this project is we're also thinking about future build of fiber to park infrastructure. For example, Basset Creek Park, there's a building and a long-term plan for that, as well as there's a plan. The plan is to keep a building at Valley Place Park. And so with the way this fiber is being built out, we're accounting for eventual extensions of a fiber network to those facilities to provide building access and security cameras and stuff like that, similar to what's at Beck Park right now. So while this is very much focused on sanitary sewer lift stations, we very much approach it with a holistic kind of where are we going as a city from a fiber build out capability. So with that, the item before you is a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the contract with Logis to provide the fiber optic connections for the sanitary sewer lift stations.
All right. So, Mark, the south lift station, the primary communication was cell?
So for that one, it is the primary is currently cell and the backup is radio, correct?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Just thinking
And then
out loud.
smoke signals is the tertiary.
Right, right. All right. So I was talking with Ann earlier in the week, and we were thinking we're going to do a government takeover of Verizon so we can get that tower built.
I'm plotting. I'm plotting. I'd like to remind you, Mayor, this meeting is being recorded.
Okay. We didn't really mean that then. All right. Well, that sounds great. Any other questions from the council? All right. Looking for a motion.
It's because we have a Verizon connection. We can't hear each other, Mayor. I think that's what's going on.
I think you're right. I think you're right. All right. Anyone?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right. Thank you, Olga. Looking for a second. Therese.
I will second that motion.
Excellent. Let's do a roll call vote.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you. Did I catch everything? I think that's it, right?
Nope,
That
one
is-
more, one more item.
One more?
Yep, 6.5.
Oh, there it is.
New
Yep.
pump, replacement pump.
That's
Mr.
John
El,
Elholm is here from our recreational director to comment on that. Welcome, John.
Well, good evening, Mr. Mayor, council members. I am here tonight to discuss the purchase of a water pump for the water slide at the Crystal Cove Aquatic Center. The water slide was built back in 1991, and it is the signature feature of the facility there. And staff was looking to see when we last replaced the pump, and we can't seem to find any records that it was ever replaced. So it's entirely possible the pump is 30 years old. So we are looking to replace it because that is what brings the water to the top of the slide and makes it that much more fun when there's water. So the budget for this project, it is in the 2021 budget. It is a $40,000 budget item. We did receive 2 quotes, and the lowest is from WW Goach Associates in the amount of $29,081. So tonight we're looking for approval to move forward with a contract to get the pump replaced.
All right. Sounds simple. Any questions from council?
Just
Nancy.
a comment. That's quite a discrepancy or a comparison in the budget or the estimates, isn't it? 29,000 to 45.
Yes.
Yeah. So great for us.
Unfortunately, I don't have an explanation for that. That's just what they came in at.
Yeah. Well, it's a win for us. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah. I was surprised at how expensive that was.
Mm-hmm.
I think of a couple pumps as, something like a sump pump or something, put a few of those there and have Mark connect it and we're good to go. But that's not the case.
Brings a lot of water up quite a distance.
Yeah,
to the top
quite a
of the slide.
distance, yep. Okay. Therese,
Mine doesn't really work without water pumped to the top, right?
No, it doesn't.
I think it's kind of crucial.
Correct.
yeah, that's correct. All right. Anyone else? Seeing no one else, I'd like to entertain a motion. John, go ahead.
Make a motion approving a pump for the water slide for the aquatic center.
All right, Brendan,
So moved.
seconded, you mean?
Yep. Second.
Okay. All right, let's do a roll call vote.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, John. All that work and it goes by that fast. All right, we do have some announcements. The special materials drop-off is Sunday, April 24th, and it runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Brooklyn Park Public Works, and that's located at 8300 Noble Avenue North in Brooklyn Park. The next City Council meeting is Tuesday, May 4th at 7 p.m. in the Crystal Chambers at City Hall. And then Becker Park reopening celebration is going to be May 22nd, the official opening, May 22nd. I can't believe it. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Looking forward to that, officially opening it. The Crystal Fund for Community Progress plant sale is Saturday, May 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Becker Park. So there should be, hopefully we'll get some good traffic that day as we dedicate that park. City Council meeting and work sessions are open to the public. Current and previous meetings are available for viewing and listening at www.crystalmn.gov. Just a reminder, the light rail project office is still listening for any ideas or what you have on what's being proposed for potential routes. We found out in Crystal that they've mentioned something about getting rid of a lane each direction on County Highway 81. If you are inclined to do so, I would appreciate helping get a unified voice out there to support not losing a lane there and doing something to figure out how to engineer maintaining our vehicles traveling in from the northwest suburbs. We've got that to a point where it's moving very well. It's taken us some time to get there. And I just am hoping that we don't have to displace 2 lanes of traffic for this project. So that's one of my concerns that's come out. It hasn't officially been proposed. However, it's been talked about by the project office. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that that was being talked about and will probably be something that they're going to push for. I personally am going to try to do my best to have them come up with a solution, have us come up with a solution to get around. So if you are inclined to pass that on to the project office as a concerned citizen, I would appreciate that commentary. Any other announcements from the council? All right. Looking for a motion to adjourn. Nancy.
I beat John. I make a motion to adjourn.
You sure did. Thank you.
I
John?
second that motion.
All right. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons. Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Well, that concludes our meeting for the city council. If you want to stick with us on the Zoom, we will move into the work session that follows. That's it.